So take yourself nice and wide on your mat, and then we'll roll out the shoulders. All right.
Were you drumming your dad or your grandfather?
My grandfather.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's like molasses time.
Yeah. Yeah. Circle it the other way. Exactly. Everything takes 3 times as long. So you're just like, okay, like, it's cool. And it just so happened that I had 2 people signed up for balancing act originally, actually, and then at the last minute yesterday, the other girl called me or messaged and she said, a meeting came up and she had to cancel, and I was like, fudge.
Oh,
so I was sorry about that, but I was like, how can I still make this work? So I'm glad we're still here.
Yeah, and good idea, because I realized, and I didn't even know how many passes I still had left, so that's great that we can.
Yeah, use them up. Like I give it an expiry date, but really it's just me trying to encourage people to use the passes and not let them sit there for 6 years. I'm never gonna let it expire and be like, no, you paid for this 2 years ago. I'm not gonna let you use it. Like, no. But it's more so as an encouragement to do the things.
Yeah, keep on going.
Yeah, exactly. To keep on going.
Yeah. And I have to tell you, from the last session, that was the first time I was able to do child's pose since I injured my knee.
Yeah.
So I had my surgery in January.
I remember.
And I think that was actually my first class since then. But what was I gonna say?
You were doing child's pose first time.
Yeah. So I wasn't able to do child's pose for since July.
Yeah, absolutely. Too much pressure, right?
Yeah, so now it's like, my surgeon doesn't really want me to do stuff like that, but I really want to. So I was like, I'm just going to do it carefully and slowly.
Moderation. Cool. What was that last thing?
It broke. I missed that.
I know. I was going to say, what did you say? I missed that last part. You were saying you just got to go carefully and slowly.
Yeah, and it worked. I managed to
tuck the hands underneath.
It was bothering me that I'm used to being able to crunch down and do stuff,
Yeah, totally. I understand exactly how you feel. I've been there, but it will come back. Take it from me. Lift your hands up. I took me a while, but now there's much more confidence and stability in that knee than there even was before, because now I'm even more mindful of what I'm doing. One more time. My arms are burning.
Same.
Fuck. Tuck it underneath.
It looks so easy.
I know, right? We're just moving our wrists and holding our arms up, but it's awful. Tap the shoulders, big swings, good. I was actually in the car, I was just moving my neck around and my traps are so sore, and I was like, oh, I'm so glad we're still doing this and we're still gonna stretch. Yay! We're gonna turn out the hips, turn out the feet, and we're gonna sweep and sumo. Think about keeping your hips tucked underneath, shoulders leaning back. And think about squeezing your shoulder blades together here to help activate your back and keep your posture nice and tall. 2 more like this. Last one like this. And let's bring it down to our elbows, onto our knees. Oh my God, it hurts. Let's try to release those hips. Good. Press into one hand, look over the shoulder. And center, and switch. And center, and release. Drop your head, lift your glutes, straighten your legs. Shake your head no, and nod yes. Reach over to the right leg. And over to the left. our knees, tuck the hips, slowly roll it up. And then from here, you're gonna lift your chin, lift your tailbone, slide it down, so you're arching your back, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then tuck your pelvis, separate your shoulder blades, and really curl your hips under as you come up. Really lifting your head at the last thing. Your head is the last thing to come up as you roll up. Okay, so we'll do it from the side for you so you have a better idea of what we're doing. So as we slide down, we're thinking of this. Okay, head is up the whole time as you slide down. Okay, so you can look at me while you do it. Then we tuck under at the bottom. It's not a hold, it's a transition. We tuck the chin, roll it up. The head is the last thing to come up, and then we slide down again. Bend the knees, arch your back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Tuck your pelvis, tuck your chin. Head is the last thing to come up, and then keep going. Yeah, that's much better. Squeeze the shoulders, stick your butt out. Tuck it under at the bottom, rolling it up. Keep going, it's looking great. Let's do 4 more like this. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the tailbone, bend the knees. Tuck the pelvis, engage the core if you can. Head is the last thing. Good, 2 more. Shoulders back, squeezing. Tuck it under. Last one. Beautiful. And gently rising up again. Good. Awesome. So that engagement in the back, especially as we're sliding down, that alone will help you start to condition and train your back muscles to properly hold you up when you're in your posture, but also especially in your handstand.
Okay.
From here, we're gonna look up and down. So just stretching out the neck, finding that place where you're pushing your range of motion just a little bit. Last one, up and down. And then coming center, we'll look side, center, side, center. Back and forth at your own pace. Try to find the furthest point of your range of motion and try to push into it just a little. Keeping your chin tucked under, thinking of pushing your ear forward. Good. Let's finish off both sides. And then after your second side, start tilting the ears side to side, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. Think of keeping your knees soft so you're not walking out your legs either. So just focusing on not too much hyperextension, or no hyperextension, we'll say, because we don't want that. Good. And from here, start circling it around the front to the other ear, and then circle it around the front back to the first ear. So just semicircles around the front. Nice and slow. Two more each direction. Good. And then from here, bring your chin to your chest. Grab or interlace your hands behind your head and push your head into your hands, holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. And we're going to come back to the semicircles, and then we'll add the full circle in if that feels okay for you. So start with the semi and then roll it back, keeping the shoulders down. Think about looking up at the ceiling when you're doing the back side of the roll, if that feels okay. Now we'll really open up your neck. Now at the bottom, circle the other way. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Last one all the way around. Tucking your chin again. At the end, we're going to interlace the hands again. Inhale and exhale. Push your head into your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Okay. Grab a sip of water if you need to, because I just need to grab a sip of water. And then we'll move on. Okay, so I'm just looking at the time also to make sure we're on track.
Yeah.
We are going to take our legs nice and wide. Okay, and then we're going to take them a little wider than you probably would for a forward fold. So this is kind of like extra wide. And then we're going to turn the left foot out. So it's parallel, and then come onto the ball of the back foot. Okay, and then if you need to step it in a bit, but you want to bend that front knee as much as you can and have the knee hovering over the heel. Whoop. Thank you, thank you. Good, perfect.
Kind of toes, there we go.
Perfect. Think about leaning back here. So squeezing your core and shoulder blades. Yeah, and then we're going to take the hands to the hips to help us find our balance. Squeeze your shoulder blades together like we did at the beginning. Push the chest forward. That's going to help stabilize your upper body. Think of tucking your pelvis under. So rather than, I'm going to exaggerate, rather than booty back, tuck the pelvis under. Thinking of pressing the front hip flexor forward. Right hip flexor. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, I want you to actively try to lean back a little bit more. Squeezing your elbows together. Beautiful. Let's bring it back up. Good. From here, you're going to pull your back leg in just a little bit, and then we're going to slide down the front leg with the same hand, grabbing the ankle, straightening out the leg, and then we're going to take up the right hand. So now we're opening to the side. Micro bend in both knees. Yeah, hand is on the ankle or anywhere on the leg, but we want to try to get parallel to the hips eventually. Try to flatten the back or lift the tailbone up. So if you're feeling kind of like you're rounding a little, try to find that place. Maybe you have to lift higher where you can try to lift that tailbone. Good. Then we'll take our right hand to the floor or to the leg, and we'll turn the right foot in a little bit, and then we're going to come into full triangle. So now we're square over that front leg, and I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together here like we did at the beginning. Use anything around you to help you balance, that's fine too. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades like we did at the beginning, as though your elbows are pinching together. That's a cue that will always help you to engage those shoulder blades, because again, that's part of the posture muscles that really help you get deep into this pose. Then we'll take the right hand to the floor for our twist. Left hand is going to go up. Trying to keep both legs as straight as you can, both heels down. Squeeze the shoulder blades here to help you rotate the chest. And bring the left hand down. You're going to walk the right leg back into a deeper lunge, hands on the ground now to help support you. Back leg is as straight as you're comfortable making it. And then we're going to take our left hand up again, twisting into that left leg. And gently bring your left hand to the inside of your foot. And then the right hand is going to open. Good. We're going to bring it down. From here, we're going to turn to face forward. So now we're in our side lunge with that same knee, left knee bent, which is probably on fire, and that's okay. Don't have to go too low. That's perfectly fine. We're just trying to find a little bit of stretch on that inner thigh on our straight leg. And then we'll press it to center, fold it over, take a breath or two. We're going to bend the knees, tuck the hips, keep the chin down as we roll it up, and come to stand. We're going to turn out the right foot now. So we're going to switch sides, and if you want, step that right foot forward a little bit so that as we turn into our lunge, the front foot is directly under the knee, back toes are planted, heel is sort of off the ground, hips are square. And then let's take our hands to our hips, so that we're not leaning forward and we're focusing on gravity helping us because our chest is directly over the hips. Then you're going to try to straighten your back leg, lean back. Good. Think of squeezing your elbows together as you lean back now a little bit more. Good. Awesome. We're going to come forward, walk that left leg in just a little bit. And then we're going to slide the right hand down, the right leg, and take the left arm up. Try to keep a little micro bend in that right knee especially. Lifting your tailbone, trying to lengthen your spine basically, trying to be very long in the torso. And that will help get deeper into your leg stretches. Then we're going to bring that hand down. We're going to square the hips towards the right leg, front leg, and then we're going to lift our chest up or balance however you need. Try not to push directly on the knee, but right above or below it, right? So just be careful where you're pressing. Engage the thigh on that top leg to help you stabilize. Awesome.
That leg still won't go perfectly straight.
That's perfectly
Working
fine.
on it.
With time, exactly. Left hand down now and right hand up. Try to keep the legs as straight as possible. Squeezing the shoulder blades together to help you open the chest. Bring the right hand to the floor, step your left leg back. Good. And now we're going to come back into our twist, bringing that right hand up. Keep the hips as low as you can. And let's bring our right hand to the inside of the foot. The left hand goes up. Good. Try to squeeze those shoulder blades again to help you open the chest. And bring it down. And then we'll turn our bodies, pivot on the feet to open into that side lunge with the right knee still bent. Left leg active. Hands can support you on the floor or where you are is perfectly fine. Squeeze that left thigh, so keep your left leg nice and active as much as you can. Awesome. Bring it up. Bring it in a bit closer if you want as you fold it over. From here, we're going to step the feet together at the front of our mat. Fold it over, legs as close together now as you feel comfortable. Hands on the floor or on your shins if you can't reach the ground, that's cool. And then we're gonna bend our knees, make our way to our butts. So comfortably make your way to the floor, however feels best for you. Okay, I'm gonna grab a sip of water before we continue into our core work. So if you wanna do the same, you can. And then we'll keep going.
Does your grandfather live with you, Kelly?
Yes, he does. He's in the next room making himself dinner or lunch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he moved in last October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we renovated the basement so he could come live with us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really cool having him here. We like it a lot.
Yeah, and then you can, visiting and checking up on each other is so much easier.
So much easier, you know, like he was living downtown Toronto, it was kind of a pain, and he didn't drive, so we always had to go there, and it was just, you know, very isolating for him. So he's here much closer, he can be involved in everything and participate in everything without having to feel like he has to first pull this mission to get here, because that's exhausting, and then do the activity and then pull a mission home is just a lot. So having the travel time being cut by like 95% is much nicer.
That's great.
it's awesome. We're very grateful. Okay, let's burn our bellies now. We're gonna roll back to our back. I'm just gonna slide my mat forward so the pole doesn't block me too much. I'm probably gonna kick this tree, but that's okay. We're gonna lay it back all the way and take our knees up into our tabletop legs. So your feet are flexed, your shins are parallel to the floor, your knees are right over your hips. Okay, you can, if you need to, tuck your hands under your tailbone, because I would like you to think about continuously trying to, if you look at my butt, I'm trying to lift my tailbone off the ground, almost like a continuous reverse crunch. Okay, but now as you do that, try not to pull your knees into you and try not to lift your feet too much. So try to actually drop your feet a couple inches, yeah. Now keep tucking your tailbone and holding it under. Now isolate that hold. Hold it constantly, find that contraction. Basically trying to push your lower belly and back onto the floor, yes?
Yeah.
Do we feel the burn?
Yep.
Excellent. Now we're gonna reach our arms up to the ceiling over our shoulders. When you're ready, I think you're doing your hair, I see you, excellent. And now try to lift your chin, tuck your chin and try to lift your shoulders. So chin is tucked, you're kind of looking at your thighs and your shoulders are reaching up. Awesome, push that lower belly down into the ground more. Your positioning of your legs looks great. I just readjusted mine because they were a bit too close. Really flex your feet. Good, holding, 10 more seconds. Tuck your tailbone even harder. 8, 7, 6, 5, tuck more. 4, 3, reach up higher. 2 with your hands and release. Nice and slowly. Great job. Reach out, you can straighten your legs as well. Oh. Oh. Excellent. From here, we're gonna progress on that movement. From here again, you're gonna pull your knees back into your tabletop. Tuck your pelvis under, engage that lower belly, pushing your back into the ground. Arms are gonna reach up again. Okay, we're gonna inhale, tuck the chin, exhale, lift the shoulders. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna take the hands, push it into the right leg as you tuck your right knee in and push the left leg away. So pull your right knee in and push on it. Yeah, create that resistance. You wanna push forward. So think, yeah, push forward, just like that. Right, so you feel it, I see your face going, ooh, and switch. Okay, other side, switch. Okay, push, 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 hover the other leg. So the leg is not on the ground. And holding, 3, 2, and release. Knees in, and breathe. Great job. Extend the legs, extend the arms, take a moment. You feel that, right, when you start pushing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that also helps you engage your obliques and your lat muscles and your arm muscles. So it's kind of like a 5-in-1.
Yeah. If your body doesn't just say, no way.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're going to use that movement and we're going to go through some faster reps. So instead of holding it for 10 seconds, we're just going to press and switch, and just focus on moving slowly and with control, as slowly as you need. Okay, we're going to tuck back into our legs, tabletop, arms reach up. Inhale, tuck the chin, exhale, lift the shoulders, and then start with one leg and you're going to press and extend. Press and extend. Press and extend. You're pushing on the front of the thigh, finding that resistance, pressing with your arms really aggressively as you try to tuck your knee in. Yes, keep your foot parallel to your knee. Good adjustment. Good. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Keep the shoulders up. 1 and 1. Release. Great job. Breathe and stretch it out. Amazing, amazing work. How do you feel? Bernie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, good. From here, we're going to sit up to our bum. So you can use a little bit of momentum if you need to just come on up. Nice. So we're going to work on our obliques. So I'm not going to turn. I'll look at you after. I can look at you sideways. Okay, so we're going to sit on our tailbones. come into our C curve, so leaning it back. Fire up those abs that are probably already still on fire. And we're gonna take the knees up if we can. Okay, holding on for a quick second. Think of squeezing your knees together. Shoulders down, away from your ears, and then if you can, let's extend. Nice. Find that engagement here. Now palms together. Okay, we're gonna twist, tap the ground. Twist, tap the ground. Twist, tap the ground. Shoulders down, away from your ears. So you're crunching a little bit in the ears, right? So just try not to make this crunchy thing happen, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Come back in.
Okay.
Okay, we have 6 more. So let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Sorry, now this is 2 because you're at the front to start, and 1. I forgot where we started. Good. Release. Awesome. Take your legs comfortably so it can be wide. Actually, let's take them wide for a little stretch, and then we'll continue on. So we'll take a little minute. A little wide stretch, as wide as comfortable. Take the right arm underneath, left arm up and over, and coming into a side bend. And gently bring it up and over to the other side. Good. Beautiful. Bring it in. Reach both arms up, and now we're going to twist towards the right leg and try to fold over the leg. Try to keep the left leg on the ground, left hip on the ground. You can always take your legs closer together if this is too much. We'll take it up. Both arms, inhale up, twist, exhale down.
I think I need to just grab that. Hold on.
No problem.
Yeah.
Time is it?
Yes. Here, I'm just buzzing now. Can you hear it? Yeah? Is that working? Still no. You're at 325, right? Oh, weird. Okay, let me just see. Okay, I see you there. There you go. Okay, good. And next up? Okay, try that. Is it working? Try that. Huh? Okay. Still not, huh? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. You know what? I'll try, I'll just come right down. I'll bring it down, okay? Sorry about that, thanks. Kelly, I have to run a package downstairs. I'll be 2 seconds. Sorry.
No problem. I could hear it. All good.
Okay, sorry about that.
All good, girl. Superman's. Okay. Side crunch. No, it's called side plank. Oblique crunches. Side crunches. Dolphin. Handstand. Shoulder balance.
Okay, sorry, Kelly.
No problem.
This is not my apartment and I don't know how the buzzer works.
All good, all good. Okay, we're gonna come onto our stomachs. So roll it on over when you're ready. Oh man. And first we'll do a quick little belly stretch. So press into your hands however far away they need to be so that you can just come on in, rolling the shoulders down away from your ears. So especially here, focus on lengthening your neck, rolling the shoulders away from your ears. Lovely. Whose apartment are you at, if not yours?
It's a friend of a friend's. I'm in New York right now.
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
She's away for 3 months, so I said, I'll take it.
Awesome. All right, get those shoulders away from your ears because I see them creeping up. Yep.
Okay.
Bring it down. Okay, from here, we're going to take our palms closer to our armpits. We're going to press gently through the hands and squeeze the shoulders so that we're lifted a little bit, and then we're going to hover the palms up. Okay, so your palms are hovering by your shoulders or in line with your shoulders. I'm just turning a bit so I can see you better. Okay, so now you're squeezing your butt, pushing down into your feet, squeezing everything in your back, so almost trying to pinch your elbows together. Okay, you're going to reach your arms forward without dropping your back if you can. And then exhale, pinch and pull back. So you want to pull the elbows back and pinch the elbows together to pulse. Then you're extending, again, pulling back and pinching at the back. Good. Go a little faster. Okay, extend, pull back, pinch, and try to pulse. Lift even higher when you bring the elbows back. Right now you're staying very on the same plane. I want this.
Okay.
I want a pinch and a lift. Okay? You go.
Okay.
I watch. Extend, pinch, lift higher. Try to lift, go so quick and pinch so aggressively that you get airtime. Okay, if you don't, that's okay, but I want you to think about speed. Yes. Good. Then extend and come back. Yeah. Beautiful. Let's do 5, 4. Keep your arms as high as you can as they extend. Good. Keep going. I'm just going to keep talking. 3, 2. Now one more. And you're going to hold them extended. Okay, extend. Don't look straight down at the floor. You're looking on a 45-degree angle forward. Squeeze your butt cheeks nice and tight. Now lift your feet and hold everything. Touch your toes together if you can, because it's going to help activate your inner thighs and your core. Okay, lift your arms higher if you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. Get them away from your ears. Now pulse here. 5, 4. Squeeze everything even harder. 2 and 1. Release. Drop your forehead. Excellent. Look to the right. Look to the left. Okay, we're going to come back to center. We're going to do one more set of that. Okay? Just to repeat it, because it's going to really help condition your back the more you do those. It's a good exercise to get comfortable with. So we're going to push into those palms. Elbows are up. Squeeze through the shoulder blades. And then lift the palms. Squeeze your butt down. Feet are down. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back and pulse. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back and pulse. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Your 5 more. Squeeze everything. Good. 4. Arms higher. 3, 2. Almost think of reaching to the ceiling. And 1. Now hold everything extended. Lift your feet. Hold 10, 9, 8. Remember, you're not looking straight down. Keep your head tilted up just a little bit so your chin is lifted ever so slightly. Squeeze your hands higher and release. Great job. Look to the right. Look to the left. We're going to come onto our elbows. We're gonna curl our toes under and we're gonna come into a downward dog, but on our elbows, so dolphin pose. So gently walk it in, and you can round your back first if you need to, just to give yourself a little counter stretch. Almost like a cat position, whatever that is called. Yes, cat? And then we'll come in when you're ready. So tucking your toes, I'm gonna move my hair out of the way because I already know it's in my way. Tuck your toes, lift your bum. Now you're gonna push actively into your elbows. And this is probably the truest sensation to a handstand. Really squeeze your elbows together and push down into your elbows as though you're trying to lift out of your shoulders, and really try to find that stability in between your shoulder blades. So you're trying to really pinch there, and then eventually push your face through your forearms or through your biceps. Okay, so that you're looking and pushing everything as close towards your feet as you can get. Keep holding, keep squeezing. Squeeze your elbows together. Don't let them come apart. Pushing into your elbows, lift out of the shoulders. Push your heels down to the floor too. Don't forget your feet. Try to push down into your feet to get a stretch in the back of your legs. 3 more seconds. 2, and gently drop it down. You can come into child's pose if you want. Awesome. Take your time. Great job. From here, we'll slowly roll it up. And we're gonna come into a downward dog. So coming onto your hands now. Sorry, I was sitting up so I could see you. Because my hair is all up in my business. I'll slowly bring it up to tabletop. And curling your toes under. Make sure your hands are spread, fingers wide. Push your face through your arms and try to find that same sensation in the shoulder blades that you just felt in the dolphin pose. So push into the floor firmly with your hands. Try to lift up out of the shoulders, and then try to push your face through the arms. It won't be as deep here because the arms are extended, so it's a little harder sometimes to get into that sensation at first. So on the elbows is a great way to practice. Lift your tailbone, squeeze your shoulder blades. Good. And 3, 2, and bring it forward. Bring it down. Quick little child's pose. Gently come up to tabletop. Quick little cat-cow to stretch it out. Ooh. Good. From here, we're gonna come on to the left hip or the back hip. So if that's your, whatever hip is on the back, just fall to the back hip. And then you're gonna come to the elbow. So we're gonna come into a little side plank here. Try to have the elbow under the shoulder. You can stagger your feet, one in front of the other, one on top of the other, or you can bend even the top foot and push down into the leg. Or if this bottom knee is the one that doesn't like the pressure of the straight leg in plank, you can also bend the bottom knee and have the top leg straight. So find whatever feels best for the injuries that you're working with. Okay, when you're ready, we're gonna press up. Okay, and I want you to try to pull the bottom hip forward toward me. Okay, so you can be here, right? You're trying to keep that bottom leg straight, straight, straight. And you can fully plant the top foot, point the knee at the ceiling. Okay, you're falling in. You gotta point the knee in so you can push into this leg, right? You feel the difference there?
Yeah.
Okay, now really push down into this bottom, into the shoulder on the bottom, and try to turn this hip forward. Woo. And you're just trying to stabilize this earthquake, okay?
Okay.
Feel a little earthquake in the right shoulder?
Yep.
Or in that bottom shoulder, whatever shoulder that is. Good. Let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Gently come up and just take that arm up and over for a little side bend and stretch. Good. Try to keep the arms straight if you can. It's just gonna help you strengthen the muscles. And we'll switch sides. So gently sweep it over. Bring the elbow under the shoulder. Bring that top leg in if you want again. Push into the foot. Bring it up. I'm gonna just shimmy over so the pole's not right in my line of sight. Pull the bottom hip forward towards the camera or towards the front of your mat. Good. Pushing evenly into both legs. And try to now shift a little more weight onto that shoulder. Squeeze the armpit. So really try to squeeze the shoulder underneath, right in the obliques as well as in the shoulder blade. Squeeze your butt cheeks to help you. Squeeze your thighs, especially that straight foot, that straight leg. Squeeze the thigh to protect the knees. 3, 2, and release. Great job. Reach it up and over. Quick little side bend. Oh, hello. Awesome. From here, I just want to check the time. We're still good. Still good, still good. All right, so we're gonna work on your shoulder balance, your single shoulder balance. Okay, so from this position with one knee bent, opposite leg extended, okay, you're gonna roll towards the knee that's bent. So make sure you have a bit of space here. That's why I'm sitting now on the corner of my mat, okay? Because I don't wanna kick the tree. Okay, whatever knee is bent, that arm comes behind you, palm up. Okay, so palm is up behind you. And as you come down to the shoulder, opposite arm presses by your face. You want to continue looking at this hand, okay? Now the straight leg is going to roll, and then the bent knee is going to straighten, and then you're squeezing the obliques. Now straighten the bottom, yeah, and find that balance. And then eventually try to shift a little bit more weight into the shoulder, into the arms, both arms, to lift your toes and straddle. I fell onto the wall. That's a nice thing about having a wall right behind you. Good job. Squeeze the oblique of that bottom leg. Beautiful. Look at those lifts. Great job. Now you want to try to shift your hips more above your shoulders if you can, because right now you're kind of on this 45-degree angle, a little too much. So try to bring your hips over the shoulders. So if you look at me from upright, this is actually what we're trying to do in this move, is this. We're trying to bring this really engaged side body to like level off, right? Because this is what's level, but this shoulder is also on the floor, right? So you want to think of trying to side crunch a little more to keep the hip from falling away. Okay, so whatever hand is pushing in front of your face, that's the side that you're crunching extra hard. Okay, try it again. It's looking really good though, so just practice the other side now, if that feels all right. Okay, one other tip actually before you begin. So watch my legs as I'm pulling into it. Okay, I pull my legs closer almost. So it's like I have the foot out here and then I want to try to pike a little more tightly over my hips. So try to pull it into like a tighter V, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Lots of core engagement, lots of core engagement. Okay? Okay, let's see it when you're ready.
No, I'm trying to remember what I was doing here. But hold
So
on.
bend a leg, bend that leg, you gotta bend it, yeah. Take the hand, cup it, palm up underneath, bring the palm down. So looking at the palm, opposite, straight leg will swing over. Yeah, you got it. So look at your hand. Yeah, now try to push through your bent leg, and now engage your obliques to try to take the weight off of your legs. So it's all about engaging the core now. Yeah, pushing through the hands. Beautiful. There you go. There you go. Try to now. Yeah! That was awesome. Awesome. Okay, cool. You're going to take a minute. You're going to do it again. Okay? One thing that I find that helps me is to continuously think about pushing the leg that's closer to the arm. That one, pushing it down a little bit more than the other one. Because the other one wants you to go down to the ground. That's the one that's like you're balancing. That's the one that's pulling you down. So if you pull the other one further down, it will be heavier than the one that's trying to pull you down, if that makes sense. So basically trying to keep this one lower or just almost tighter to that tricep as you're lifting, so then this one doesn't carry you back down, if that makes sense. Because right now, you're doing the opposite. You're lifting the one that needs to be lower a little higher, which is making it be a little harder for you.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let's do it again. One more per side.
Yeah, I'll do the, okay, yeah.
Yeah, one more per side. So take your time.
I
Go
just
to,
can't remember which side.
so that's okay.
So
So,
getting it into the position is like,
so bend, you have to bend the knee. Yes. Okay, no, switch it, switch the legs. There you go. Now the knee that's bent, that arm tucks underneath.
okay.
And then roll to the side. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but fingertips point away from you. No, into you. No, you're good. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, you're good. Okay. Shoulder. Okay, come out of it for a second.
What's that?
Come out for a second. Okay,
Yeah.
watch me again. I'm gonna bring you closer. Maybe, I'm just gonna tilt it a bit differently. Okay, so right now, you're trying to go directly into the position, kind of. Or
Yeah.
it's kind of like you're trying to manipulate it a little bit. Like you're trying to skip a part. I don't know what's happening. You're working a little too hard. I want you to work a little less hard. Okay, and you also wanna think of, right now, you're also trying to go from up here to the other way. Like you're trying to go right up to like, right? So I want you to think about landing more flat. So let me break it down more slowly. I land fully on my side of my bottom arm. Yeah. Then bring it up. Then push through the bottom leg. Bring it up. There. Better.
Yeah.
And then lift. You feel the difference?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Good. That's much better. Now squeeze that oblique, pushing through the arms, finding that opposition. Beautiful. Squeeze that oblique. Whatever leg is touching the elbow, I don't know what side that you're on right now, but really squeeze, 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 squeeze. Beautiful. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Beautiful. Take a minute. You'll do the other side. Now try to also think of, because think of this like a big core exercise. Almost think of as you're lifting your feet. Once you start lifting your feet, also think of pressing your hips up. Because it's like you're compressing a little too much. Like almost feels like you're getting squashed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to think of fighting the squash. So try to lift your hips and use more core engagement to elongate. So that way you're not getting smooshed at the same time.
Okay.
Cool? So last time on this side, you got it. That's the knee. Tuck the arm. And again, remember, we're sliding all the way to the shoulder and on the arm. Looking at your hand. Then sweep the leg up. And push and pull through those obliques and the core to pull up. Adjust the back arm as needed to help you press into the ground so your arm can move around. Okay, now push the foot closer to the elbow. Yes, closer to the elbow. Yes. Amazing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Awesome.
I didn't get my hips up, but
you will get there. You will get there. So one thing that you can practice, I'm just looking at the clock, we're still good. Do you have socks on? I don't think so, right?
I can put them on.
You don't have to put them on, just grab them, bring them over. Okay. Something you're gonna practice to make that feel more comfortable is you're gonna practice sliding into it. So yeah, let's put your socks on for a minute because I want you to, do you have some space in front of you here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have you practice a slide because when we cartwheel, sometimes we want to cheat. So I'm gonna have you do more of a slide. So I'm gonna have you from this place. So my bottom knee is still bent. My back arm is still palm up. Instead of sweeping it up or whipping it up, you're going to circle it forward and then pull the other foot up. Notice how I didn't push. I pointed my toe and I pulled it up. Okay, or you're gonna practice fully flat, just practice pulling up like this, pike and slide, because that's the activity that you're cheating, is that pike. So maybe let's actually just do it with the legs together. So
Okay.
take your back arm, palm up, and the cheek to the floor. Okay? You're looking at the hand fingertips pointing that way. Now straighten your legs super tight. You can curl the toes under, but your legs are still straight, okay? Whether your toes are straight, pointed or not is your choice, but I'm gonna make you point them eventually. Okay, now inhale, squeeze quads, engage your core. Think of tucking your pelvis under and pulling up onto your shoulder, onto your arms, and slide. Beautiful. Okay, the more you practice that fluidly, and then do it again for me. Now pull the leg all the way up to your tricep. Keep looking at your hand though. Don't let your chin tuck. And then keep pushing your palm firmly down. Beautiful. But don't lift that leg, lift the other leg. Yeah. No, pull the leg in. It's gonna make it tighter. Gotta keep it up. I'm doing this as though I can move your leg over. I'm literally like, no. All right, we're gonna finish with that one for today. Let's do a quick little cool down. So I'm gonna unroll my mat. You're gonna have the notes. I recorded this so you can have it to practice whenever you want. So you have that pike exercise in the notes for you to do anytime, but it's a good one because that's what it is. It's the core engagement, like you said. If you're skipping that practice, it's gonna be harder, but that's okay. You're aware of it. You're willing to work on it. You're here, and that's all that matters. So let's take it wide.
Okay.
Quick little cool down here. So let's take the right arm across the chest. What do you up to the rest of the day?
Rest of the day, just tying up a lot of loose ends before I go.
Nice.
A lot of emails.
Bring the elbow up, tricep. Nice. When do you leave? When do you leave?
Tomorrow, yeah, I'm gonna be gone.
Okay.
Well, just after Easter, so
Nice.
should be nice.
Switch the
Yeah.
arms. That's awesome.
Yeah. My dad wanted a bunny to go with him, and I was like, Dad, this is not convenient timing.
I'm enjoying myself right now. I love that. I love that. Well, I'm sure he appreciates you being there, though.
Well, yeah, it is so much nicer gift. He's doing it with like this group of rowers, but
Bring it down, side bend. Yeah.
but it's nice to have somebody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always nice. Other side.
And I think Malta's beautiful. It looks gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
like it's on the Mediterranean.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful for sure. You'll have to tell me all about it when you're back.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
I've never been anywhere near the Mediterranean Ocean, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Come on up. Oh, I'm sure you're gonna love it. Now let's do a quick little neck stretch. So drop one ear over. I haven't been there since I was a kid. We went to Greece when I was growing up. I was in grade 7, so whatever age that makes me.
Oh yeah, 13. That's my daughter.
Yeah. So I'd love to go again one day. Corey would
Oh
love.
yeah.
Corey would love to go
Yeah,
to
did
Italy.
you love it?
I loved it. I loved it. It was like a bunch of kids with my parents on a bus tour and then on a cruise, but like it was still a lot of fun. We got to see so much because we saw so much, but it was also like too much. We would have liked a few more days of rest. All right, my love, how do you feel?